Kim is jealous of any female that is alive, sleeping, or awake. If I'm talking to a friend, my daughters playing Xbox, Kim sees all of that as a threat. Kim and I used to work together. Kim was telling coworkers about my affair. It got so bad that I was instructed that if Kim did not resign, she was going to be terminated. I instructed Kim to just quit. A few years ago, I was so depressed and unhappy, I felt that it was better that I wasn't even around anymore. I wound up taking 27 muscle relaxers. I drove to the cemetery where my parents are buried, and I fell asleep. My kids couldn't find me, and my ex-wife had a feeling where I would go. She's ultimately the one that found me and called the paramedics.
Ronnie is absolutely not suicidal. The day that he did the little bogus suicide attempt, he looked up the medical insurance coverage and how much medication would it take to kill myself. And of course, he used not enough to hurt himself. It was nothing more than a manipulation tactic to buy him some time so he didn't have to deal with answering for his affair. Ronnie encourages daughters to actually hate me. Ronnie lies about me to make himself feel better, feel validated, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Kim is extremely selfish, narcissistic, and controlling, and she makes herself the victim in every situation.
Kim has made my dad's life a living hell. Anytime my sister and I wanted to spend time with my dad, it had to be on Kim's terms. It had to be an approved location. And on top of that, he had to abide by a time frame.
If Kim doesn't agree with it, there's always some kind of excuse and it has to be canceled. Several years ago, we found out that Kim was having an affair with. Kim ended up filing a sexual harassment suit. Years later, we found out that there were emails showing that it was a consensual relationship.
On top of that, Kim had the nerve to call my dad's boss and make false claims that he was embezzling money. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
That whole incident basically led to a year of hell for our entire family. One time, my dad and Kim got into a really big fight, and my dad ended up filing a protection order and changing the locks on our house. Kim went on a complete rampage. She came to our house when we were gone, threw a brick through the front and poured tomato sauce on all of the couch cushions, and took a knife and stabbed every single cushion on the couch. It wasn't that shocking because she's just really petty. Because of Kim's wild and unpredictable behavior, it forces my dad to bring his belongings to my house to prevent her from destroying them. I think it's extremely ridiculous.
Did Kim call your job?
She didn't actually call, but she did threaten to call my boss and have me fired.
Did you threaten that?
I threatened it to Ronnie because of what he was doing. Yes,
Wh- wh-
I begged
Why would you
for
threaten
it to
to
stop.
to
That's why I never did.
to take away some young
That's
girl's
why, well,
career?
number one, I never did it with her because I never would have done that to her. I did it only to him because of the threats he gives me.
I don't think she would do
with my
anything to
kids.
anyone except me.
When you're desperate and you have heard threat after threat after threat on yourself, your children, well, I decided to do it back. I literally sent him a text message in April 2019 telling him, every time you do this, I'm gonna put it back on you. I'm gonna show you how it feels. I just want him to know how it feels because I'm tired of being hurt. He does it to me all the time and they don't know about it.
Okay, so you're justifying threatening his daughter's career.
No, I'm not justifying it.
No, I'm just trying to understand how you reason through this.
It's words. It's just between me and him. They never hear it.
It's words that I hear. What do you think I
words
feel?
you tell me.
Okay,
You can't do that to me.
I'm asking you.
I can't swallow.
You did, in fact, make the threat.
No, it's not a threat. I'm at a loss on how to make
So
him
he
stop.
said something that bothered you, so you said to him, I'll destroy your daughter's career.
No, I did not never say that. I said, every time you tell me you're gonna destroy whatever, I'm gonna tell it. Basically, I switch it up. I give it right back to him to make him see how it feels, but it still doesn't work.
I'm just asking you a yes or no question. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.